Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the pre-show for Doomsday that takes place on June 14th and 15th, the two-day extravaganza. But we have a long way to go. 4 matches tonight. Wii Fit Trainer versus Yuna. I am the Sentinel.
And I am JOSHAGEDDON, and I am just so entertained that you actually have the Wii Fit Trainer here on CIW.
Hey, there's no better place to be for the Wii Fit Trainer than here. And she's someone who is relatively new to the wrestling world, relatively inexperienced in that respect, but did get a good win against Marl in the double debut back at Empowerment in the beginning of March. And right after that, she said, if I want to win the title, I got to go for the people who have the most momentum, and challenged Yuna, who had just finished going 2-0 against Lara Croft in that best of 3 falls match at that same show. Challenged Yuna to this match here tonight, and here we are. Who do you got in this match, Josh? Again, it is veteran versus rookie.
I'm honestly, with all of that in mind, I'm kind of scared for Wii Fit Trainer, not gonna lie, because Yuna can be a pretty vicious competitor when she wants to.
A former CIW women's champion herself, High Summoner Yuna, who beat Natalie Portman to win that belt with the help of Padme not helping Natalie Portman back in the Natalie World Order days. As Padme, the current women's champion.
I'm going to go with Yuna in this one.
Yeah, this is Yuna, a seasoned veteran of CIW's women's division, as Wii Fit Trainer, just trying to make a name for herself, has got that downward dog lung blower we've seen. And Yuna the Bahamut. So
who do you have winning this matchup?
Well, this is the thing is, I was really impressed that Wii Fit Trainer really didn't hold anything back in that matchup against Marl. We saw some, dirtier tactics, but she did everything she could to win, and it was back and forth all the way. And here we go, as Yuna now immediately throwing Wii Fit Trainer into the corner and a punch to the gut. And now just the strikes and knocks Wii Fit Trainer out of the ring to start.
Okay, all right, that is such veteran just talking shit to a rookie. Get the hell out of my ring.
That's right.
That's what that was
right. And not
there.
Appreciating that, but now a little bit of fire coming back up from the Wii Fit Trainer. Maybe that woke up the Wii Fit Trainer, making sure that she's at her best, and now a leg attack, take a drink or a scoop of ice cream. Referees count up to 4. As a referee is, as soon as I look, he's fat. Great. In the great eloquent words of Scott Steiner, he's fat, which means our referee is Will Sasso. Thank you for being here, and I'm so sorry for the insult that I just gave you, but thank you for being our referee. And now another leg attack.
You know what Will could do if he wants to work off some of that fat? He could exercise with the Wii Fit Trainer.
That's right. Well, hey, listen, he's doing pretty darn good for himself. He's been a part of that Young Sheldon spinoff with what's-his-face. He's got a great Jesse Ventura impression. Probably could call a match better than Jesse at this point. Hip toss.
Yeah, he probably knows how a cage match after 20-something years. Jesus Christ, Jesse Ventura.
But props to Will Sasso. That man almost died in CIW once in a cage match. And a hip toss from Yuna.
Enough.
As Yuna is now starting to make some comebacks here, as it has gotten back into the ring. But right now, I'm not sure Yuna anticipated just how wily the Wii Fit Trainer was going to be here in the early going, as a series of counters back and forth.
I mean, while the Wii Fit Trainer isn't, used to wrestling, she is used to, working out, staying in shape.
She's an incredible athlete. The flexibility of that woman is probably better than any woman in CIW.
Perhaps.
She's, I know, and now, the Maestro Suplex. Here it is. 1, 2, and only 2.
You're gonna do that's just gonna be our bit now.
Yes, for the end of time. It's right up there with
the la-di-da-di-da cradle.
It's the Uragi. It's in that group now. It's reached that level. That is the La Maestro cradle, for those of you who are not aware of the joke that has been made several months ago at this point.
And it refuses to die.
That's right. Well, folks, it's all in the channel. So by all means, you can look at all of that and save a referee at the same time. If you like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button to all, and take a look at all of our history. And a great suplex there from the veteran.
That was a great camera shot on that suplex as well. That nice overhead view.
Absolutely. We've got our top-end production team who do not want credit. As now La Maestra cradle. 1, 2, and only 2 as Wii Fit Trainer. But you see how much that Yuna is trying to test the Wii Fit Trainer with those quick pins.
Yeah.
And
that cradle's very difficult to get out of. Like,
yeah,
I used to
absolutely.
amateur wrestle. Cradles are a bitch to get out of.
Oh, totally. Totally. It takes a lot of energy. You got to basically push off of your shoulders off the mat by themselves. And a sweeping DDT from the Wii Fit Trainer.
Done. She needs some more high-impact maneuvers like that one.
That's right. And this may be an opening here. And Yuna just immediately able to counter. Took a little bit too long capitalizing there, JOSHAGEDDON.
Yeah, and I do think Yuna might have an advantage as far as like striking is concerned. Wii Fit Trainer might be because again,
what a
she
big
works
back
out with
body
people.
drop.
She works out with people, so she knows how to stretch people.
That's right. Well, and that's actually maybe a submission game might be more in Wii Fit Trainer's advantage here, as Yuna is known to strike as well as be able to hit you with some pretty impressive grapples. There's the Bahamut. What a big Bahamut. And that has got to be it, JOSHAGEDDON. As Yuna has overwhelmed the veteran here today. It's over. 1, 2, 3. Only 2.
What?
The Wii Fit Trainer kicked out of the Bahamut.
Come on, Wii Fit Trainer.
Wow. And that is
Make
some
yourself
impressive
famous.
That is some impressive resilience from that young woman. I have to tell you, here in her second match in CIW, as well, she's not really young. I mean, she's as old as this game is. As now, and a thumb to the eye and a counter from Yuna. As Yuna, I think, is a little taken aback that the Wii Fit Trainer is standing.
She's doing pretty well. For being a rookie, she's doing pretty well.
Yes, she is. She is holding her own a lot more than I anticipated. I thought that Bahamut was definitively over.
Yeah, me too.
And instead, the Wii Fit Trainer starting to build a little bit of momentum here over the former CIW champion.
Yeah, that was a nice Northern Light suplex right there. Didn't go for a bridge, however.
Did not go for the bridge, and you have to wonder what kind of condition that the Wii Fit Trainer is in. Regardless of still being in the match, she still took a Bahamut.
Yeah.
And
that'll damage your skull.
That's right. That's 1 championships. Natalie Portman was beaten with 1 of those, and now look at this, a bow and arrow. And now
this is what I was expecting out of the Wii Fit Trainer.
And this is an impressive showing here, as Yuna did not tap out on that occasion, but what damage did that do to Yuna?
Now it's a nice snapmare takedown.
That's right. Then Wii Fit Trainer, she's getting. Will she be able to hit that downward dog, which it's what she beat Marl with back in Empowerment. But and now another thumb to the eye, and this is what I was talking about. Oh, wait a second. Here it is. Here it is. She's going to hit it. The downward dog. That is going to hurt. Or the broken table, depending on your fancy of which yoga move you like best. The cover. Can she upset Yuna? 1, 2, and only 2.
Oh, man.
Yuna just barely kicks out.
That would have been such a big upset right there.
Boy, that would have been a shock of a lifetime. If Yuna had gone down to the broken table, downward dog, you name it, it happened. And now the Wii Fit Trainer, meat wallet mutilation, and referee Will Sasso trying to give Wii Fit Trainer the business here, but a little more desperation coming out of the rookie, JOSHAGEDDON.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you got to do all the tricks of the trade, man.
That's right, and that's what won her that match against Marl. But Yuna's also not known to pull punches either. We've seen a fair share of tactics as evidenced.
You know what, bitch? How do you like it?
You shall not be the only one with a meaty red wallet here today. As now, and that's saying something given the Wii Fit Trainer's complexion.
Yeah,
as
she got her rope really deep in there.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt. That rose-colored pain that she's feeling right now. And a drop kick back and forth as she tried, and now a cover from Yuna could be over, and not even a 1 count. But not even. It seemed like that might not even have been the point from Yuna.
Yeah, trying to wear her down.
That's right. Just every little bit counts, and Yuna knows that more than anybody. Lost that championship to Wonder Woman. As Wonder Woman.
Yuna looks like she's trying to decide what to do.
Poison Rana cover. Poison Rana cover could catch her. 1, 2, and 3. Yuna caught her. And that is the veteran experience of Yuna right at hand. But what an effort from the Wii Fit Trainer. The veteran wins the matchup. Your thoughts, JOSHAGEDDON?
The Wii Fit Trainer tried. She worked her ass off, but she just got rolled up. Sometimes you just get caught.
Yeah, this is one of those occasions where, you fought hard, but it just wasn't your night. But what a win for Yuna. But this speaks a lot to what the Wii Fit Trainer has got to contribute to CIW.
I look forward to seeing what she does next.
I do too. And speaking of Yuna, you know what she's looking forward to. She wants another title shot, and this is a good way to get her closer to that. We'll see what happens come post Doomsday as Padme defends her championship against Black Cat. But on to the next matchup, which is this.
Oh, dear God.
Folks, take a good look. It is the overnight sensation, Strong Bad, going up against the man known as John Wick. This match happened because, and with Neo accompanying him, by the way.
Oh, of course.
As this is because John Wick is very upset that Strong Bad, this guy, pinned him in the first round of the GW Climax in a 6-man elimination battle royal. John Wick had never been made to be pinned in CIW up to that point. And of all the people to have taken him down, this guy.
Oh, man. I can just see the huge smile on you guys, we're just disembodied voices, the grin from ear to ear on Sean, my broadcast partner's face right now.
Listen. As somebody who is fully embracing, given the Wii Fit Trainer is on the program, Strong Bad's here, we are just winding back the clock to the early to mid 2000s. Oh God!
Oh my God!
And Neo just got his clock cleaned by Magus, and you know that Neo was responsible for Chrono being being assaulted back before the tournament started in one of the Saturday Night Hypes. Remember, his head was exploded in the bar as Chrono is still out with a pretty serious concussion among other cranial injuries, and Magus getting a little revenge against Neo here tonight.
He's trying to give him some cranial injuries. Does this mean we're not going to see Keanu's connecting here tonight?
Neo was not scheduled. I mean, Neo was scheduled to be here, but Magus was not. But talk about leveling the playing field. The Keanu Connection have been doing the numbers game and assaulting people ever since they split from the Shades of Black. Oh, wait a second. Dark Matter, and oh God!
Oh,
on the concrete. And I don't think that Neo is going to be able to be at the corner of John Wick here tonight.
Oh, man. He's going to need some Matrix Resurrections.
Well, and you had to know, and I don't know if Magus and Strong Bad know each other. It hardly matters. I think this is for Chrono.
Again.
As Chrono's cranium is now being avenged. As Neo's
cranial vengeance.
Yes, as Neo's head is being split apart here. And oh, wait a second. And oh God, right through the limousine window.
Wow.
Right through
This is one of the most vicious backstage assaults I've ever seen.
Magus not fucking around. And here's this guy. Strong Bad not even aware of what's happening.
He has no idea what just happened.
Strong Bad has not even glanced at the Tron once during that entire thing. He's just there and doing his thing. He's ready to take John Wick on. He's ready for this opportunity. He sent me a pretty interesting email, and he's got his fans, the Teen Girl Squad, sitting at ringside to watch this matchup. As this is going to be quite something. And here comes John Wick, who has got to be understandably upset at what has just taken place. Oh God, Strong Bad just hulking up after that was too good.
After a mugging backstage.
Yes, as the EMTs have rapidly approached the parking lot and are assessing Neo, as Magus has just disappeared into the night, as is his custom. But John Wick versus Strong Bad. Who you got in this match, Josh and Kevin?
I was about to say, do I even need to ask who you've got winning this matchup, Sean?
Well, here's the thing. In a one-on-one situation is much different than a 6-man elimination battle royal. And John Wick destroyed Agent 47 at the WrestleBration, and understandably pissed is John Wick. Hey! I didn't do it. I didn't do that. Calm down, John.
Sorry that you can't connect.
Calm down. Relax. He's thrown over both tables.
Whoa.
He is unhinged.
I didn't even do anything.
John Wick unhinged. Oh no! John Wick went to the top and Strong Bad posted him.
Hit him off that.
Go on, come on, Strong Bad. And now Strong Bad. Oh God. Instead going for a half Boston Crab.
I am a believer in Strong Bad.
Oh my God, say his name and he appears. Abizzle. I believe in Strong Bad.
I believe in Strong Bad.
Oh man, it's great to have one of those here at CIW as
CIW's Joe Hendry.
That's right. That's right. And in record time. Oh, nice counter for that back suplex, and then those big boxing gloves right into the back of John Wick.
You know, I was going to say my heart says Strong Bad, but my head says John Wick. You know what? I'm going with Strong Bad to win this.
Yeah, you know what? Strong Bad. Well, that's the thing. John Wick he's leaving he's going to the ring area, and he's just hulking a chair.
Oh
he is
God.
so angry.
As the youngins these days say, he is crashing out.
I have never seen John Wick this pissed off. And this is not a no disqualification match. This obviously there's countouts. Referee is Will Sasso's count is up to 5.
Strong Bad trying to get back to the ring. Piano continues his just absolute tantrum.
Josh, again, I've never seen anything like this. I have never seen John Wick throw a temper tantrum like we have just seen, as this has just been a shocking development. Neo is just being headed to a hospital as we speak. Another counter to the back suplex.
Yeah, he doesn't usually throw full-on tantrums. He usually just kills people.
Yeah, it usually is not this, like, overtly, like, Kylo Ren-y. So that means that he's now choking the life out of Strong Bad as count up now. Referee Will Sasso, the count begins. A count of 5 is a disqualification.
Like, literally, a dude named Santiago blew up his house, and John Wick didn't throw a fit. He just went around and murdered that guy.
Yeah, I don't think John Wick was this mad when his dog was murdered. I mean, this is saying something to have him be this noticeably upset. And Strong Bad is just, it's like he doesn't even notice that John Wick is even upset at all. And now going, what an elbow drop.
Oh,
from the top.
That's going to leave a mark.
Well, John Wick is slowly starting to regain control here.
The dude he may be a retired assassin, but he still is an assassin.
Well, and I think now that he's calmed down, we're going to see a much more calculated John Wick in the ring. You know, we saw that in the match with Agent 47. I wouldn't call it slow, but it was tactical. You know,
surgical.
Yes, and now,
oh my God!
What a big boot and a cover. Only one.
Come on, Strong Bad. You got a lot more resilience than that.
I'm not sure I've ever seen John Wick do a big boot before. As that was an impressive large boot, but Strong Bad is still up here.
Trying to stay in this matchup with John Wick.
Absolutely. He sent me a computer virus through an email this morning that I think was supposed to be an e-card saying he was winning the match. I'm not sure, because once I opened it, my computer crashed. And so I still have not been able to revive it. So I'm assuming that meant that he won. He gave me 400,000 viruses in one email.
Holy shit.
And John Wick is still crashing out again. Oh no. John Wick.
You know what? Maybe that's it. Maybe he sent John Wick a computer virus.
He must have sent John Wick 400,000 viruses in an email as well.
How many viruses does this man have?
Did you? Very yes. And another clothesline as John Wick.
Stop fucking up my PC.
I want to drop toe hold.
Oh, there we go. Come on, Strong Bad.
And it seems like every time Strong Bad gets the slightest bit of advantage, John Wick just goes and just temper tantrums out. And now another half Boston Crab.
Dude, if Strong Bad makes John Wick tap,
yeah, well,
I will have seen the gates of heaven.
Well, but I also think that we will all be in imminent danger. And now, and a fall-away slam from the top rope, second rope that is. And now at the top, and a knee to near Strong Bad's vicinity. As John Wick is not really known for his high flying. Wait a second. Strong Bad goes, fall away, slam me, shall you? And now, God.
Crash out about this, bitch.
Yes, this is how you crash out.
Oh, man.
Then my name crashed the cracker.
So many JBL references in this matchup, Sean.
Oh man, well,
he invented the fall-away slam after.
That's right. Well, I'm just waiting for we've seen that major senior card gauge chop from Strong Bad, but these two are still right at each other. And Strong Bad is just not letting John Wick do a damn thing in this match at all.
I think John Wick might have an aneurysm by the time this match is over.
And a thumb to the eye. There it is.
Oh.
As it seems almost as if Strong Bad, and oh, look at this, trying to win on a countout. I have never seen someone in the head of John Wick as much as this guy, Strong Bad.
Yeah, and it's not even in the GW Climax, so you can't like give him a ridiculous.
And now, jumping from the top rope and again bridging the gap, tried I think for a jumping knee and did not get it.
Yeah, Strong Bad was able to saunter out of the way.
To slightly list lazily to the left to avoid it. As that is it's a good move. It's a hell of a maneuver. And
yeah, it's like an even more.
Low blow message sent. Now John Wick again. I have never. Strong Bad is the main character of a Flash animation from the 2000s, and John Wick is scared of this man.
Just completely losing his mind.
Now, to be fair, Strong Bad did have a hell of a run in the GW Climax. He got to the final 3 of that 5-man that involved Bruce Lee and Shiva. And now, and a belly-to-belly, and did win that 6-man battle royal.
Yeah. Strong Bad's no joke.
Well, he's shown up, and a lot of people may have considering who he is and what his stature has been, that he would not be someone to be reckoned with, and he has very quickly proven the contrary. Half Boston Crab, is it going to make John Wick tap? And he just barely got out of it.
Oh, man.
God, and can you imagine?
A little harder.
That would be so humiliating for John. What do you think John Wick would do? Like, what's the first thing he would do if he submitted? Like, what after the matchup? What happened?
I think he would kill his own dog.
I think he would kill Strong Bad. Honestly, I don't think we'd ever see him in the company ever again. But and John Wick with a couple of knees trying to get himself back into this matchup as Strong Bad has taken a very firm control.
Yeah, and he's taken a. Strong Bad is showcasing some serious resiliency thus far in this matchup.
Absolutely, and that big card gauge chop, which might have been what he was going for right there. It might have been countered by John Wick, and now a pullover pile driver.
Oh, man. He bounced him off of that one.
Well, John Wick is trying to regain control of this situation, to be sure. Is he going out there for another crash out?
John, breathe.
Yeah, take a deep breath, man.
Down.
Take a deep breath. And now, but you could see the head of Strong Bad was not looking too good either. Yeah. And now, out of the ring again is Strong Bad, vaulting him out, and a punch to the kneecap dodged.
That was an interesting offensive maneuver, but when he threw him out of the ring, Strong Bad bounced off the apron.
Yeah, now he's, and another low blow. But John Wick looking a lot worse for wear than he was going into this matchup when he was throwing a hissy fit.
Yeah. And right now he's probably thinking, I should be done with this already.
Yeah, and where's he taking it? Where's he trying to go with Strong Bad? And now, and a shoulder tackle.
Oh, man, just wiping it
out.
And
now, and a silencer. And referee's count is up to 7, and John Wick is just incensed. He went for another one. And Strong Bad. Counter. Referee's count up to 9, though. And now, I don't think this is going to end. And now it's a double count out. But a double count out. These two are just fighting. But they aren't stopping, though. They're not stopping.
We might need to get security out
folks,
here.
This match is gone. I mean, we've seen both of these guys. Now Strong Bad taking him over to the stairs, and referee Will Sasso, there's nothing he can do about it. The match is over. It's a double count out.
You know, a John Wick Strong Bad blood feud is not something that I had on my bingo.
And another low blow.
I'm here for it.
Oh my God!
I'm here for it.
These two, they have been going all out on each other. As John Wick is, and now another silencer.
Okay, this is not necessary.
And John Wick, after that, now celebrating like he won. No, folks, this is John Wick did not win this match. This was a double count out. The referee's count got up to 10. The match has been thrown out. I
think he threatened to kill Will Sasso if he didn't raise his arm.
Yeah, now John Wick, and just the arrogance like he won that match. And I don't know, that doesn't sit right with me, but there's definitely more to this story, to be sure. Absolutely. But, folks, we have got 2 more matches left here at the Doomsday pre-show. Thank you all for inviting us into your home. It's 6-man tag team action.
Oh, God help us all.
Cold Rain and Souls. You think that the madness was going to stop at that match? No. Cold Rain and Souls versus the SPD Rangers. now including Red.
Well, hopefully with the addition of Red, things will improve for the SPD Rangers above losing every match ever.
Well, hey, the Red Ranger did a great job in beating Sub-Zero in his debut singles match after making a debut at the Equinox Exceeds Rumble Battle Royal. Guys, I keep telling you, you can't do this entrance. We don't know which one of you are.
Who are you people?
No, I've explained this to Cold Rain and Souls, but they're like, we are one. And, well, Ermac was like, we are one, and many, and one, and then they tried to polish it up. I still don't quite get it. But these three have found some success, having beaten Scorpion and Noob Saibot and Smoke at the WrestleBration in the Elimination Chamber 6-man tag. All three of these guys tried at the GW Climax, but that could also be said about their counterparts.
Yeah.
As they just were. But Sub-Zero and the Red Ranger, Sub-Zero was like, we don't need more of you people. That was his words, not mine. Don't take that out of context.
Funny him saying that and then doing this entrance.
Well, I know, right? As Sub-Zero is, but then he lost to the Red Ranger, and he has held a grudge against that. They got paired in a triple threat match against Satan, which Satan just definitively took over. But the bitterness was still there. The other Rangers said, we could use the win. So you want to fight? Let's fight. As these three guys are going to try their best to, and you can tell they're way more hyped up than I've ever seen them.
We have the Red Ranger, we might not lose.
That's right. No, this is the most excited I have ever seen either Sky or Bridge. What was that move? Skylar.
That was a stanky leg.
Shucking and jiving at the knees as the Green Ranger's gyrating. What are you three doing back there?
Have you guys been hanging out with a greasy green gigolo?
Guys, I don't know. Maybe now that all 5 of them are in CIW, maybe there's a lot more to that dynamic than we suspected. I don't know. Maybe all it took was Jack Landers to spice things up for the snow buddies that are Cindy and Bridge. But
get out from under his legs.
That's kind of what I'm talking about.
Please make it stop.
Listen, these I am so uncomfortable with these Rangers, but listen, if this is what gets them motivated, then God bless them. Go and win this matchup and prove to us that it was worth it.
The Riddler was like, what the fuck, guys?
Who you got, JOSHAGEDDON?
I don't know who I want to win. I don't want to pick.
Well, and immediately tagging out to Ermac. As Ermac goes, watch this, and a knee drop right there. And get a cover. Number 1. 2, and only 2. As this is gonna.
They saw that entrance and was like, yeah, no, we're not doing this.
Yeah, this is gonna be a tough match to get a pinfall in, JOSHAGEDDON, and there are countouts and there are disqualifications.
You know, I'm gonna go with Mortal Kombat simply because Ermac has kids.
Well, Cold Rain and and Ermac, Ermo and Elmac anxiously watching at home. Ermac doesn't allow them to come to the venue.
Elmo was like, cover your eyes, wait till the Power Rangers entrance are done.
That's right.
You can watch now.
I know, and which is ironic considering what they see from Uncle Cookie on a weekly basis. But that's a story for another time.
On his weekly bender.
That's right. And it is sure weekly. It's but that doesn't mean that Uncle Cookie by no means is a lone wolf in that family. He's very loved and very accepted. And now tag back into Sub-Zero as Sub-Zero goes for a spinning heel kick that clears out the Rangers.
God.
He knocked Skylar out off of the
Sub-Zero is like, I don't like any of the Power Rangers.
Yeah, well, all you had to hear was you people to know exactly what Sub-Zero felt about what these Power Rangers, because in his eyes,
what the fuck happened in the last 5 minutes, Sean, to this program?
Well, listen, in the public retraction that we made Sub-Zero give out, he very clearly stated, according to his attorneys, that what he was referring to was the skill level of CIW competitors. That we don't need more Rangers who lose all the time and it has nothing to do with the color of their suits. It has nothing to, it's purely an athletic sports standpoint thing, low blow, as now in comes, and that was
low blows.
That's right. And
This match, Sean, is a thing that is definitely happening.
What an elbow drop from Rain! And a punch to the dick from Ermac.
Dear God.
Hey, say what you want. A cover. 1, 2, only one and a rope break. Say what you want, JOSHAGEDDON. As ridiculous as these tactics are, Cold Rain and Souls are working as a very cohesive unit.
Yeah, they're putting on a show, all right.
Low blow, pinfall, elbow drop, punch to the dick, pinfall. That was brilliant.
Oh man.
Well, here's a real question for you, JOSHAGEDDON. Cold Rain and Souls have been tagging for quite some time now. The Red Ranger has just joined the SPD Rangers after a long hiatus. Nice slingshot drop kick. Is there going to be any difficulty of those three gelling as a team because they haven't been teaming for as long?
That's definitely a possibility. I mean, they seemed pretty together during the entrance.
Yeah, they sure did.
They're going up against guys that know each other inside and out.
Yeah, well, I get the feeling that the Rangers know each other inside and out as well. But
he's calling them tie up with Will Sasso.
But that's another story. And now Ermac just going after Bridge and a cover onto Red Ranger again. One and only one.
Yeah, the Blue Ranger right there to break it up.
Listen, these guys, and this is going to be tough. You know, these guys are going to come in and break up pinfall counts all the time. You know, to get that definitive 3 count is going to be a tough nut to crack. And I think that all 6 of these guys know about cracking nuts.
What is this show, Sean?
This is the Doomsday pre-show. 1 week away from the Doomsday.
I'm aware of that.
It's the Doomsday pre-show. The Doomsday, June 14th and 15th, a 2-day extravaganza. Night 1 main event.
It might be the Doomsday pre-show.
That's right. Well, but that's something else entirely. And we thank our ring crew for reassembling.
Why wasn't I invited?
That's right. Well, the Riddler's going to be busy trying to regain the tag titles from the Greasy Green Gigolos on day 1, and Ermac's elbow. There's so much going on, JOSHAGEDDON.
Oh man. From John Wick crashing out over Strong Bad to whatever the fuck is happening right now.
I know. It makes what had the women's match we saw earlier tonight seem downright civil.
Yes, made that seem nice and tame.
And that was a war of attrition between those two ladies.
This might be my favorite pre-show that you've ever done.
That's right. Thank you. Well, this is right. This isn't even the full wad because we're going to blow at the finals of the GW Climax. Majin Buu versus Shiva, best of 3. Poison Rana roll-up. We saw this win a match earlier tonight. Only one.
But unfortunately, right in front of his teammates.
That's right. Well, and that's going to be the challenge. How do you do that when everybody else is somewhere else?
And Rain is just in the wrong neck of the woods.
Spear into the corner as Sub-Zero. Oh, but look at the way that the Cold Rain and Souls just got Red Ranger out of position.
Yeah, they just swarmed him.
They swarmed him. He didn't even know which way was up. And now Rain complaining, or Sub-Zero complaining with the referee, and that gives Ermac the advantage.
Yeah, but now Rain is over there in enemy territory.
It is, but you know, I hate to be impressed by these 3 ninjas, but they are really don't. And Rain getting his head bashed in
by the Green Ranger.
But Cold Rain and Souls came to wrestle here tonight.
They sure did.
God, Will Sasso nearly caught a drop kick.
Oh, Red Ranger just kicked. He saw Rain trying to go to the top rope, but he kicked him. I think he accidentally might have kicked his partner a little bit there.
Yeah, I think he might have. I mean, it's really easy to catch a stray in a match like this. Nice body slam from the Red Ranger, who really could use a tag here. And now going for what looked like a tope atomico. Nicely done there from the Red Ranger. And now tagging in Bridge. And now I believe the quality of athleticism may decrease a slight bit.
Whatever do you immediately miss as a kick? You might get on to something there, Sean.
I'm not trying to say Sub-Zero has a point, but there is credibility to the fact that the Rangers have won nothing over 11 years. Nice standing moonsault, though. And now, nice job there on a big blah blah leg drop is what that was.
The
blah blah leg drop right there up with the La Maestro suplex.
La 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 la.
That's right. And so that's who we need. We need to get that troll guy here at CIW.
Oh yes, absolutely. That's troll face dude.
Yeah, stay tuned. Maybe that'll happen. Even though
troll face and Wojak.
That's right. We've got a Yeah, stay tuned for CIW programming. It is certainly going to happen.
Yes.
But folks, we do thank each and every one of you. We do want to do a little special shout out to thank you for 300 subscribers. Nice neck breaker. We are going to have a 300 subscriber special in the beginning of August called Stand on Business, a 10-match card that's going to include 2 matches from the winner of the fan vote of the GW Climax. So stay tuned for all of those details. And now Ermac with a shot and hits the Red Ranger with a punch from the top rope onto the outside.
Sean, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Who is legal?
I have no idea.
Who the hell is legal?
I believe Bridge is still legal, and I believe it is Ermac, but I could be wrong.
Will Sasso just counting.
As well, now he's not counting, so I must be correct. Unless it's Skylar that's the legal man, but I think we're correct here. As
now he
testicular torture
right after the nuts.
Testicular torture as the face is just being ground into mush by Sub-Zero onto Bridge.
He's like, you already have 2 kids. That's plenty. You don't need any more.
That's well, Bridge. I don't know how many children Bridge has, but his face wouldn't really be involved in the decision making in that regard. But Ermac, who I don't even think any testicular torture would bother him. He has many, right? She is but one. Elmo, being the she, is but one. At least that's what Ermac tells me.
And then there's Cookie Monster.
And then there's Uncle Cookie, and who that's a different story altogether.
Who supplies the pills that may enlarge the genitalia.
And the pupils. And
yes.
Now the Green Ring, back to the match.
That are getting farther apart with every day that passes.
As order is somehow the second that order is about to be restored, the Sub-Zero comes in for no reason. And just the Green Ranger's busted open.
Oh no! Oh, an accidental lock up there by the ninjas there.
Yeah, this is and they're gonna have to be careful now, especially when blood is being poured. It's hard to see out of that mask. So there's going to be even more opportunities for miscommunication now on the half of the Rangers.
Man, Will Sasso has his hands so full in this match.
Yeah, he's going to lose his voice by the end of this. He's going to sound Jesse.
No. Oh, no.
And Ermac, stop that.
Ermac, what the hell?
Ermac, stop that. And and a nice hip toss there from Bridge. Trying to get himself a bit of an opening.
I don't know if Will Sasso has kids, but if he does...
You know how to save their dad, which is to like and share and subscribe and hit comment to hashtag save a referee today.
Children to also like, comment, and subscribe and share.
That's right. Get your kids today. Yeah, that's right. Even though the video's marked not made for kids, we don't care. You know what, kids? Ask your parents' permission, but still watch our programming. We swear we're not the worst.
We swear in general.
That's true. But you know what? There's a lot worse places to get your grammatical leanings from. At least we have some level of articulation to ourselves.
Mom? Yes, Timmy. What is testicular torsion? Ask your dad.
That's not even what we do. It's testicular torture. There's no torsion here. That's a personal medical problem. That's
not yet.
Yeah, you talk to your doctor about that. Not here. And that was a deep freeze crab from Sub-Zero that we just saw gone to Bridge, and now Ermac trying to capitalize on it, and the other Rangers out of position. Cover here. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, and surprise, surprise, the Rangers lose again.
Well, it was Bridge who took the pinfall. I mean, I believe the Red Ranger gave it his all. He was trying, but the Blue
Ranger was there.
You can't un-Ranger the Ranger, but the way that Sub-Zero came in while the referee was distracted, hit the deep freeze crab, and let Ermac pick the bones. This team is a well-functioning unit. Yes, they are ridiculous. Yes, they may be borderline racist, but they get results. And we're just going to let the silence of that statement just wash over them, because you three have earned that silence. They have, not me, allegedly. Now, and AB is furiously texting me NDA documents, so let's move on to the main event. The main event here, big time, Mario versus Luigi. Now, to cover 11 years of history would be too much. Let me sum up what's happened here in CIW. When Luigi made his debut, he did it to help Mario beat Jack Black, Bowser Black. They tagged for a while. had some moderate success, beat people like Rain and Souls, got somewhere to the second round of the Rebels and Redcoats tournament that a couple people saw. And then Luigi started getting a lot more attention, and Dills and Mario got upset. Got resentful that Luigi was getting all the attention, getting the results, and got bitter because Luigi seems to be in much more regard as far as CIW is concerned than Mario, who has been floundering. So Mario decided to leave Luigi in the middle of a tag match, and then these two faced off at the WrestleBration, where Mario won only because he attacked the referee, used the steel chair while the referee was down, and got the pin from what was left of Luigi. And then Luigi said that was bullshit, I want a rematch. So Mario said, fine, but I'm going to do it doing something better than you that you're known for. And that's submission wrestling. Because Luigi, known for his ankle lock, as is well documented, known to be a submission tactician in his own right. Mario says, I'm going to do that better than you. Ultimate submission match. Now, I don't really know Mario to have any submissions, so I don't know what he's got up his sleeve in this arsenal, but a bold move to have these two face off in a match of this caliber. Who you got in this matchup?
I'm not sure. I mean, Mario has used the Sunshine Escape in the past. I mean, they actually had a hardcore submission match back in 2020 over the TAW Lightning Weight title, and Mario used the Sunshine Escape to win that matchup. And then they just didn't speak to each other for years after that point.
Well,
so as far as yes, Luigi is currently involved in the XTW Submission Championship tournament, and he's in the semifinals.
He's doing very well.
Yes, he's doing very well. He has the experience, but he has submitted to Mario in the past. So,
well, and I'm sure that
I don't know.
It's a tough call here because the history is so rich between these two. All day back to 2014 when TAW was just getting off the ground, and these two were staples of TAW and their bitter feud, and it has come all the way here to this ultimate submission match, 20 minutes. Whoever gets the most submissions is the winner. Well, right now Mario wasting energy, I think. Doing a couple flips, just taunting around, and Luigi making him pay for it with a body slam. I've always been partial to Luigi. He's kind of my guy. But at the same point, Mario has proven in CIW that he is a very deceptive man. And he is willing to cut corners and pull out stops that you wouldn't associate with a man synonymous with a franchise. But when you're synonymous with a franchise, it does get to your head.
I mean, remember when he first came to CIW, it was during the TAW versus CIW thing. What was he doing? He was a referee screwing up matches.
Yep,
so
on purpose.
You should have known.
Yep.
You should have known.
And fought unsuccessfully against Sephiroth to win that belt. And Noob Saibot were the matchups that they had. They had a hell of a match with Noob Saibot during the CIW versus TAW match of way back in the day.
Yes.
As
Mario, top of flips.
And now look at this, and he says straight up no. As Mario,
I mean, that one was an offensive move that looked pretty bad.
That was impressive from Mario, and now Mario just standing there, proud of his work,
handiwork,
and that's going to be, I think, what ultimately cost Mario in the long run. He's so full of himself, but he told me the other day, you know, Luigi, how little Luigi drew during the year, Luigi should have been less than that. Should have been $0.
Wow.
Yeah, he called him literally if Jeff Jarrett had a baby with Marty Jannetty.
Wow, that's just rude.
And that's his brother he's talking about.
Yeah.
But you want to talk about an indictment. And now just a knee, but look how quickly Mario is capitalizing on these strikes.
Yeah. What you were just telling me, them's fighting words.
Oh, absolutely. But Mario does have the speed advantage against Luigi, who's got a little bit more of a power game, a little bit slower in his tactics.
Ooh, nice neck breaker, though, there by Mario.
Now a counter there from Luigi. Referee Will Stasso.
As it were.
Referee Will Stasso somehow still standing after the first three matches where he could have been hit at any time.
And was a couple times in that previous match.
He was, but he's still on his feet. And now, wait a second. Oh, what a whisper in the warp pipe.
Kind of.
Kind of. Also affectionately known as the na-na-na-na-na-na, as he's working with Batman on the legal rights for that, but that's a different story altogether.
Batman already has enough on his plate.
Yeah, he sure does, because he is looking to regain the tag titles against Piccolo and Reptile at Doomsday Day 1 on June 14th, which will be main evented by Majin Buu and Shiva, best of 3, single TLC, and last man standing if it comes to it. And now Mario with a cloverleaf.
Texas cloverleaf.
With a big cloverleaf.
Kingdom cloverleaf, I guess.
And is starting off the submission festivities. Will Luigi tap out here? But
he's able to get out of it, though.
I would be very surprised if Luigi were able to come up with a would tap out within the first 5 minutes of this matchup. And
you're gonna have to wear people
God.
down. Oh, no.
A poke to the eye, a stomp of the foot, and a high-angle DDT.
Oh, man. Mario,
Stop it!
Dirty
Mario! Mario, leave him alone!
Dude. Why?
Will Sasso does not need to be hit. And now just celebrating.
He's been through enough.
He sure has. He still has nightmares about Eclipse just bodying him.
Yeah, in steel cages.
That's right. He's never gotten over that. And now another cloverleaf here is Mario trying to stay on Luigi. And he is wrenching those legs.
He's far away from those ropes.
He sure is. Is that going to be enough to get Luigi to tap?
But again, Luigi able to get out of it. Luigi very resilient. He does not want to tap out to his brother again, even though that was 5 years ago.
Well, and thankfully it's going to take. It's going to, it's got 20 minutes, and you could submit a number of times. It doesn't necessarily have to be the one. It's whoever has the most submissions at the end.
Ooh.
And it was a good hammerlock out back suplex there.
Dude, you could hyperextend your elbow on that shit.
Well, and he knows that while Mario can't win with it, he can still hit the warp pipe. Yeah. And your arms are crucial for that to take place as far as that cloverleaf that Mario's been using.
Yeah, but he got a rake to the eyes. Again, Mario taking every shortcut he can think of.
Yeah, well, you can tell. And Luigi, he just feels bad for Mario. It's like, come on, dude, I'm not hurting you. I'm not. What am I supposed to do, man? Just not exist? Suplex.
A big Super Bowl. He's like, you're Chris Pratt once, and now you're this.
I know, literally. Yeah, take it easy, Star-Lord. Like, as Luigi, who's Charlie Day is known to be the brother. So it seems as if Luigi is all about friendship. Luigi could have joined Yu-Gi-Oh! And probably done all right, with the power of friendship that he's got. He's just...
But right now he's trying to make Mario fall for his trap card.
He absolutely is. And right now just wrenching the leg as Luigi... He's got so many different ways that he can hit you from submission. And you talked about it, JOSHAGEDDON. His submission experience, particularly recently, going to be very crucial in his success tonight, should he get it.
Yeah, and he's softening up that leg for the ankle lock, which is his bread and butter.
That's right. It was a nice drop toe hold there. And now another cloverleaf from Mario.
Mario is determined to get this cloverleaf over as in his repertoire.
Well, and maybe this is what he said. It's like, I'm going to make you submit to this thing, And can you imagine how humiliating it would be instead of having a diverse range and move set? All he used was the cloverleaf, and he's like, I can beat you with one submission. I don't need a bunch. One is fine.
Well, considering this attitude that Mario's adopted, I wouldn't be surprised if he took that approach.
Yeah, no, me either. It's just the way that it's... When you are this synonymous with a franchise and you've got this big a head about it, it's just a shame, really, because you could be revered right now as one of the greatest of all time. And it's just not the way that Mario's attitude... You can't give him that credit because his attitude is so bad. Another Russian leg sweep.
And that was a nice mule kick that he hit a second ago before the Russian leg sweep.
Well, Mario, he's fast. He can hit those moves at the drop of a dime. And
Luigi,
oh no!
Oh no!
And Sasso is down. And folks, one additional caveat to an ultimate submission that Michael Corleone texted me the caveat. We have added that they cannot leave the ring.
Okay.
So this means that there's no weapons, there's no cheating, there's no additional disqualifications on that. So whatever happens, happens in the ring, and he added that specifically because of the way that Mario behaved the last time. Oh, what a tornado DDT!
Oh my God, that was impressive.
From a powerbomb position, that was a very impressive move from Mario.
And Luigi's looking out like, what just happened?
Yeah, he's a little dazed here as the score remains 0-0 as we head through the first 8 minutes of combat. As this is, we haven't talked about it yet, Josh, again, and I was just yelling at him from the top turnbuckle, and a Hurricanrana! Wow!
What? Wow, Mario being very impressive thus far here in this match.
Mario is on another level here, but he can't pin his brother. He's got to make him tap.
Yeah, that is true.
And while all of these moves are nice and they're wearing him down,
and we are approaching the halfway point of this matchup,
yes,
ladies and gentlemen. Neither competitor has got a fall.
Yeah, big chin lock here from Luigi. As this is the third, I think, submission we've seen from Luigi's half. Mm-hmm. And wait a second. There it is.
Oh,
there it is, the ankle lock.
Here we go.
Luigi's got the ankle lock. Is it going to get Mario to tap out here? As he dragged him towards the center of the ring too, and he grapevined it. He grapevined it.
Oh, Mario's in deep trouble.
He is in deep trouble, but not tapping out there.
Oh, wow.
And Luigi's exhausted.
Luigi is exhausted and frustrated.
Well, and I can understand why for both counts. He's been tossed around this ring with hurricanranas and high-flying moves. And then
just as of late, let's talk about people that have tapped out to the move that Luigi just did. I mean, he's tapped out Shelton Benjamin with that. Silver the Hedgehog.
I believe his name is Benjamin Shelton, Josh, again.
You know
Get his name right.
You're right, brother Jack, dude, brother.
That's right. Oh, no, not another big tornado DDT, and this time,
no.
Luigi has been busted open before the 10-minute mark. Losing 10 minutes worth of blood is gonna suck. And Mario's taking the turnbuckle pad off.
Son of a bitch.
Well, he can't leave the ring, but that doesn't mean you can't do plenty of dirty stuff while you're in it, as evidenced by this choke.
Yeah, and the referee can't break it up.
There's nothing the referee can do about it. Sasso's just there to call for the submission, as there's really nothing else he can do about any of it except calling maybe a rope break.
Yeah.
And Luigi trying to get back up, and I think Mario just tripped.
Yeah.
And now a dragon screw.
But Luigi's bleeding really badly.
Yeah, he is. It's all over the place. But Mario's starting to get a little exhausted himself. Maybe he shouldn't have done so many handstands to start out this matchup.
Yeah, save your stamina instead of just turning this.
Yeah, he's not telling Luigi. He's like, give me a minute. No.
No, nice mule kick though.
It was a great kick. Oh no, and now not another cloverleaf.
Got that cloverleaf one more time.
He is trying it, and this cloverleaf is really known more from when Aquaman does it. Mm-hmm. He's got that deep sea cloverleaf we've seen on a number of occasions, but Mario, he is making it his own.
Yeah.
The Goomba grappler itself.
Tap out with it.
Yes, the grappler of both Goombas and Koopas alike. And now, another big tornado DDT. And look at the angle that Mario, he's putting all of his weight into the neck of Luigi when he hits that.
Yeah, and that one looked like it sent him into the turnbuckle as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of stank on that. You could see the bitterness of Mario manifested in this matchup. This isn't even about winning. This is about brutalizing him and then humiliating his brother. And... as much as I want Luigi to win this, and come on, dude, weren't you just exhausted half a second ago? And Mario just got into the turnbuckle.
Oh, yes.
There we go.
That is honestly what you deserve.
Just desserts. And now another hammerlock back suplex.
Oh man, and that's smart because if you damage the arms and put him in the ankle lock, he won't be able to crawl.
Yeah,
that's
but what condition is Luigi in? You saw him holding his head. He's lost a lot of blood already.
Yeah. And
there's another 8 minutes left in this matchup, and now a front face lock. Yet another submission from Luigi.
Can he get a submission here?
He's trying to get the first submission, and not enough.
Almost turning that into a guillotine.
Yeah, and you don't even blame Luigi for it. He might as well turn it into it. I mean, wouldn't you, after everything that Mario has said and done in CIW, would you not want to choke that man out a little bit for everything that's happened to him? And a nice Samoan drop.
Or I guess in this case, the Italian drop.
Yes, yeah, for sure. For sure. And now another front face lock. And he's trying. And just the blood pouring onto the back of Mario's head.
Oh.
And now look at he's certainly got that wrenched in, Josh, again.
He's got that locked in, man.
Yeah.
There was some venom and vitriol.
Yeah, I think referee Will Sasso should just be careful here just to make sure Luigi driver! Luigi driver!
Oh, just drilled him.
Landed the Luigi driver, but he can't get a pin off it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Not that he needs to, but that is definitely had to have done some damage.
I would have tried to go for the ankle lock after that, but again...
Yeah, for sure, but Mario also getting back up.
He's lost a lot of blood.
Yeah, we are now down to the final 7 minutes. We have not gotten a fall yet. Oh, wait a second. Not another big superplex.
Another one. This connects with it all the way across the ring almost. This
time it was Luigi suplexing Mario instead of the other way around.
Yeah.
As these two have dished out a hell of a lot of punishment, JOSHAGEDDON. Whenever these two are in the ring, it is always a brutal affair.
Yeah, and now again, targeting that leg, wearing it down to set up for the ankle lock once again.
That's right, now Luigi at the top. Elbow drop!
What he's doing here.
Big elbow drop
he
connects.
Flush with that right
he sure did. Oh, no. And now another ankle lock.
Oh, He's got it.
He's got it locked in. Is Mario going to tap out here? And another grapevine. He has got it locked. What a camera angle. Is Mario going to tap? And he does. Luigi has scored.
Finally, our first submission of the match with the ankle lock.
14 minutes in. And Luigi has finally scored his first submission. But can he sustain this lead?
Honestly, now, if I were him with all the blood loss, I would just play defense. Avoid submissions. Avoid that big swinging DDT that Mario's been using.
Yeah, avoid the exposed turnbuckle on the other side of the ring. And, oh, come on!
Why?
There's no need for that. Will Sasso down again. It's not like you have any There's no need to do that. It doesn't give you an advantage. It's just dickery. And now, wrenching the back. But maybe we've seen the ninja special, as we call this. We've seen Mario lose to this move. That's why it's called the ninja special. But he didn't tap out there, but he might tap out to this.
He's got him in it again. He just made him tap out to this.
And Mario might be fortunate that Sasso was down during that ninja special. That might have been the second fall, but I think he might get a second fall here and didn't tap this time.
Oh, was able to hang on, though.
You almost wonder if Mario tapped just to save himself the last time, or Luigi's just not going to let up.
Luigi's like, I will make you tap again.
Another ankle lock. Another ankle lock to Mario. And Mario is close to the ropes, but he taps.
Oh, man.
Luigi up 2-0.
Luigi with the clear advantage here.
Well, and Luigi should outclass Mario in submission wrestling. It makes sense for that to happen, but you never know with Mario. And hey, Josh, again, there's still 4 minutes left in this thing.
Yeah, anything could happen. He's got him in that guillotine.
That front face lock. Trying to beat him with a front face lock.
He might get him.
He might get him, and he didn't.
Mario able to get out of that one.
That almost feels more like punishment on Luigi's part. You know, just because he's choking Mario. I think that Will Sasso's letting a lot go there. And oh no! Chest first into the exposed turnbuckle.
Piece of shit.
And Mario with a headbutt-ish to Luigi.
That was interesting.
Oh, and now Mario going for that cloverleaf. And he's got Luigi in a bad way. Can Mario finally get one out of Luigi? And he taps. Mario gets a tap.
Has no choice. Man, that
was a tough position to be in.
Don't fix it.
And and that's the one submission. Mario is stuck to that one submission. We've seen Luigi do 4 or 5. And Mario is stuck to that. But now that it's gotten results, Luigi's got to be real careful about getting locked into it again.
And after he delivered that gut wrench suplex, he immediately clutched his own gut after getting out of that submission hold.
There was no way for him to capitalize. And now nice dragon screw there. And now another ankle lock. Another ankle lock. And this could be the insurance that Luigi needs
That was a perfect transition into the submission.
And a bloody Luigi, and immediately tapped.
Yeah, I mean, Mario's ankle is likely in pieces right now.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the more that it's torqued, the more that the bones shift, the more that the muscles tear. I mean, it's Mario, and but not bad enough to not do a low blow. Well, maybe that he limped on a kick to the dick.
Really?
The kick to the dick hurt his foot so bad from 5 ankle locks.
I mean, well.
And he now catching up again with a clover leaf. There are 2 minutes left, JOSHAGEDDON.
Yeah, he tapped in a pool of his own blood as well.
Oh, God, absolutely brutal. And now just punching that already bloodied head.
Oh, man. What's going to happen if this thing goes?
Wait a second. And now another one of those big DDTs. And I think Mario has substituted the warp pipe for that, knowing that the warp pipe wouldn't really work in this matchup.
But what's going to happen if we end up 3-3 if Mario
sudden death. Sudden death.
Sudden death.
We do a sudden death round if it comes to it, but Luigi is trying to hold on here, and now this might be a matter of take a knee and run out the clock and free Luigi from this ring of his battle against his brother and prove once and for all that Mario really shouldn't be feeling the way he's feeling.
Yeah. Like, congratulations, you were Chris Pratt. Get over it.
Yes, Luigi's here to forge his own legacy. That is what it has nothing to do with Mario. Mario made it about himself. And now with a minute to spare, can Mario tie it to send it to a sudden death, or will the submission specialist Luigi beat his brother here in the main event of the Doomsday pre-show?
I think Mario was going to try to go for that.
Oh, God.
Again, but Luigi saw it coming.
And now just choking him. Just choking him out.
Wow.
And now, but the head, Mario,
oh, man.
he's gotten a world of hurt. Both of these men have. Fatigue has got to be setting in. Last 30 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Last 30 seconds.
In the home stretch.
Can Mario somehow find a way to tie it and send it to sudden death? Well, that's what he has to do. He's going for the cloverleaf. Luigi's already tapped out twice. Can Luigi hold on? Come on, Luigi. Hold on. Last 10 seconds. Final 5, 4. He did it. He held on. Mario's exhausted, and Luigi has won the match.
Wow, Luigi, again, proving that he's the better submission tactician than his brother.
The resilience of this man finally getting a little bit of payback for what happened at the WrestleBration, for what Mario has put this man through. Luigi prevails. What an effort from my man in green. But folks, 1 week from tonight, you've got day 2 of Doomsday. The day before is day 1, June 14th and 15th. We'll see you 1 week from this point right here, Doomsday pre-show. Luigi, your winner. We'll see you then.